Hi guys, this is just a quick video to get you started on your lead sheets for your assessment. I'm just going to create a basic template to start you off on your lead sheets for your originals. So I've got Sibelius open here, and up comes a quick start window. And all we want for vocals, I mean, most of you are going to be writing for the treble clef. Even if it's a baritone, well, if it's a baritone, maybe not, but I don't know that anyone's writing a baritone piece. If you are writing a baritone piece or a bass piece, of course you would use a bass staff, but most of you, I imagine, will be using the treble staff. So I'm just going to click the treble staff here, single click. It asks you a few things. Yes, we want A4 size. If your time signature is any different, we can select that here, and remember to scroll down. You can start with an anacrusis or a pickup bar, any tempo information that you want. If you know the tempo marking, you can insert that by cross it equals 100 or cross it equals 120. Let's change this to 120. I have no idea what piece I'm going to write, but let's do that now. Scrolling down even further, I can choose my key signature. I'm going to choose to do it in a flat key, and the key that I have in my head is going to be with 4 flats, which is the key of, you guessed it, a flat major. So we're going to go A flat major, scroll down further, song title, I have no idea. Composer, me. Lyricist, me. Copyright, for sure. If you want to create a title page for a lead sheet, you probably don't need to. And you can always do any of these things if you make a mistake at a later stage. Any other information. So we go create. And then, there we go. Sibelius has written created a nice little place for us to start. Okay, so just a few basic functions that I want to remind you of. Lead sheets. There should be an even number of bars per line, whether it's 4 or 8. It doesn't matter, but it should be consistent. This just makes it a lot easier to read. Also, just another thing, start of a new section should go on a new line. It's just much easier to follow along. So let's start with chord progression, okay? To enter in chords. The easiest way is to do a shortcut. So if I select the bar that I want to enter in a chord, and I press Command K or Control K on a PC, you can also go up, sorry, you can see the cursor blinking here. You can also go up to, select your bar, go up to text, styles, no, it's not styles, it's chord symbols here, and click chord symbols, and you get the same thing. I just like shortcuts. So let's say I wanted my chord of A flat major. All I do is type Shift A, capital A, and the letter B, and Sibelius automatically knows that I mean A flat. Pressing space goes to the next beat of the bar. As you can see here, I've done that. So you can choose to press space bar 3 times to go to the next bar. And I'm going to put my next chord in, so it's going to be B, capital B, little b, M for B flat minor, or chord number 2. Okay. If I press tab, it goes to the next bar. Pretty simple. So I'm going to keep going here. I'm going to do D flat major, so capital M7. Sibelius has automatically changed that. And I'm going to have a nice juicy E flat dominant 7 flat 9 chord. Yes. So do that, and Sibelius changes that. Let's say that was my verse chord progression. Okay, and that repeated twice. So I want this on one bar of music, one system. So another handy hint, to start a new line in Sibelius, all I do is select the bar, Make sure it's highlighted in purple. Sometimes it can be hard to see. And then press the Enter key or the Return key, just like you're starting a new line in Word. And you can see that Sibelius has made that into a line. If I wanted to put in a repeat mark, you should remember how to do that. That's in the Notations tab. I select the bar that I want. I want to start repeat there. Select the bar that I want to end the repeat, and I do that. I can even go and label it verse. Now, if I'm wanting to write text into Sibelius, I click on the Text tab and then click on Styles. I just want plain old text here. Okay, I'm going to type verse. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's say my chorus goes for 4 bars. I've done 5, but I've got a reason for it. 4 bars, different chord progression. I'm just going to quickly do that. I'm going to go A flat. I'm going to use a secondary dominant of B flat. Actually, no, I'm going to use E flat, and then I'm going to go secondary dominant of chord 6. Chord 6 being F. So the secondary dominant of F minor is C dominant 7. Very good. And then chord 6 here, which is F minor. Then it repeats. And instead of doing that, I'm going to go back to an E flat dominant 7. 13. Add 13. Okay, but I want to set it up so it does this first time and this the second time. So let's set that up. I want to start my repeat bar there. Fairly simple. Now, my next repeat is going to be here, but I need to add a first time bar in this line. So I click on the lines, pull this down, you can see, oh, there's a first time bar. Now you might need to do some adjusting here, just so it plays nice with the layout. These are all the fiddly things that you need to do. Yes, Sibelius does a lot of it for you, but sometimes you just need to kind of give it a helping hand. So you can see with the magnetic layout, it's kind of doing a lot of the work for me. I'm just kind of telling it what to do. So first time here, and the second time, I select the bar that I want the second time bar in, and click second time. Now you can see that my alignment is not the greatest, but that's something that we can fix up later. Yeah, and I'm just going to label this chorus. So I go text, styles, plain old text. Now you might choose to put your structure elements here, or you might want to put them in a box here. It doesn't really matter, so long as you're consistent. Don't forget you can click and drag each system to increase the space between them. So once I've got my chords, let's say I wanted to write the lyrics down. So just a reminder, I know we've covered this before, but I just wanted to do some handy hints. By selecting the bar, left clicking, so it's in blue, we press the N letter for note. And all I'm going to do is select my, let's bring this over here, my keypad. Remember, this is controlled by the keyboard, so the number pad on the keyboard. So as I select, press different letters, it's selecting different note values. I can also choose to do sharps, flats, and naturals, and also articulations such as accents, staccatos, tenutos, and slurs. Ties, which is the enter key. So let's just enter a couple of notes. I'm going to do the most uninspired melody ever. I'm going to press A, B, and notice that as I press the letters A, B, C, and E, Sibelius knows that normally I would want an A flat, a B flat, and an E flat because I'm in the key of A flat major. So let's just pretend that's my complete melody. Actually, no, that's not. If I want to tie that over, you hit the enter button and you keep adding in notes like that. I think I've gone over this enough times, and you've been over this with Phil, I'm sure, and probably Andrew Callaghan as well. So lyrics is the other thing that I wanted to talk about. How to put in lyrics. First of all, you select the note that you want to start the lyrics on. The shortcut, we won't do the shortcut first, we'll do the shortcut second. We click on the text because lyrics is a text, and we click on lyrics, and we want lyrics in line 1. Okay, click there, and you'll notice that the cursor starts blinking. Okay, the shortcut, I'll just escape there, select the note, press Command L for lyrics or Control L on a PC, and let's just type in our lyrics as you would normally type in a Word document. Spacebar assumes that it's the end of a word and it's going to the next note. Have space, no space. Now I want this to go idea. So I'm going to write that in. Now hyphen continues the word but across a different note. So I'm going to press it again. And again. Dia. Or you could, dia. Like that. And I'm going to put a slur there because actually a slur across here because remember we put slurs across all words. So this goes, I have no idea. Pretty straightforward. So remember, hyphen for breaking the syllables of a word across multiple notes, spacebar to jump to the next note. As you saw here, I pressed spacebar and then spacebar again, and it automatically added a word extension. Sometimes you can get a funny thing happening with word extensions. You can just click on them and you see a little box that opened up here, and you can extend that in or out as you need, but the defaults are pretty good. Anyway, I hope that's helped you, and I did this because I know we're not going to have a lot of time in class tomorrow, so this is just for your own revision. Cheers. And I'll see you 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock tomorrow. See ya.